And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Brace Yourself. It's your host, Roseanne Sorrentino. I am back today to talk to you a little bit. It's Thursday. Interesting perspective on Thursdays because for some of us, we're like, oh no, it's Thursday, which means the weekend is coming, our vacations are ending. And for the rest of the world, they're like, oh, actually, it's Friday. Oh, forget it. It's even worse for us now. And the rest of the world is like, thank God it's Friday. So, and that's what happens when you're off for an extended period of time. You forget what day it is. So here we are today. Hello, Adam. How are you? Finishing out the week, getting ready for the weekend, the final weekend before most kids go back to school, people go back to work, and we're just kind of getting ready for the weekend, the last hurrah for some of us, and then it's back to the grind. So I spoke with you yesterday and got up this morning very early because I don't sleep anymore, and my daughter told me that there was all this new stuff trending, and I know what trending is, but I was like, yeah, well, how do I find all this trending? She always knows what's trending on Twitter, and she's like, there's a button at Twitter, and just go and see. And I was like, it's like a whole new world opened up. Oh my gosh, you know? So so I decided to start a new segment, all right? And it's called Brace Yourself for the Current Events. So I went through Twitter a little bit and I went through the newspaper, and after I came out of my funk and my depression, I put some notes together. So I would like to share with you my newest segment, Brace Yourself, It's Current Events. So we're going to start with World War III is trending all over Twitter, all over. The killing of Iran's top general. And of course, everybody's, mad now, which I get. We don't want to have a war, but we don't want to be pushed around either, right? So it's a double-edged sword. We really don't know what to make of that, but that is the number one trending item on Twitter, World War III. Let's hope not. That is the last thing that I would want to see happen. Now, for this segment, I am welcoming anybody watching to, if you want to make a comment, I'll happily read it. This is kind of like, class participation, except nobody gets a trophy. But so if you'd like to make some comments about some of the things that we're talking about that are trending in the news today, I welcome that. That would be amazing. So the first issue is World War III is trending, and I don't think it's funny. I find nothing comical about that. Nor do I find the next thing, brace yourself, homicide is up in Suffolk County. Well, better get those gift cards ready so that when they get out of jail, we can give them a free dinner to Applebee's or something. But on the bright side, Nassau had one less killing in 2019. So I guess there is an upside. Who knew? That's what we're bragging about. One less killing from 2019 in Nassau County. And homicides up in Suffolk. I don't even know what to make of it. It makes you want to move. Makes you want to move. But you can't move. Where are you going to go? We have jobs. We got kids. We can't go anywhere. Hi, Doug. Hi, everybody who joined. Debbie, Marshall. Marshall, nice to see you, Marshall. Mike Caputo, Amy, Gina. Very nice. Nice. Thank you all for tuning in. And so the next item on Brace Yourself, we already have the first arrest of the new year. This criminal was released on New Year's Eve as a young female, broke into a school, rearrested January 2nd. So where's the gift card? Where is the gift card? That's what I'm asking. The whole idea of the Mets tickets and the gift cards drives me crazy. All right. Because I just, me and my mom just spent a boat full of money to get Mets tickets, season 20 pack, right? Boat full of money. And now we're giving them to people getting out of jail. Here, you've had a rough go of it. Well, go enjoy a Met game. What? So now I don't know who this next person is, okay? She was in today's paper. Her name is Brace Yourself, Luann de Lesseps. Real Housewife of New York City. I don't watch that show. Don't watch any of those Real Housewife shows. But I found it interesting because apparently she has some alcohol issues. She was arrested when she went on a drunken rampage in Florida a couple of years ago, and she was on probation, which she broke by drinking because she had a no alcohol probation. Then she drank, and then to avoid more jail time, she paid stiff fines, all right? And so now her probation is over, and she has decided that she can imbibe occasionally, you know, and her parole just ended. And her quote, I lost her quote. What did I do? Anyway, she quoted as saying, you know, she's taking one day at a time. She's going through this, you know, she's had perspective. She has clarity, and she's in the driver's seat now. Hope not while she's drinking. So that's why I don't watch those shows, because those people are just ridiculous. So full. And this was an actual short little feature in the newspaper. So this is what is newsworthy these days, okay? Brace yourself. Cats lost 70 million in the box office. Duh. I don't know what they were thinking. That looked terrible. The trailer looked terrible. No desire to see it whatsoever. And yeah, I did like Cats when it was out, the Broadway show. I enjoyed it, but you know, you got to know when some things had their run. Some things just had their run. And so now, brace yourself. If all of that news wasn't bad enough, okay? Lindsay Lohan wants to come back to the United States. Why? You're doing fine in Australia, right? You're doing fine. She's a judge on The Masked Singer in Australia. She's doing pretty good. We don't really miss you, Lindsay. I'm sorry to say it. Just stay where you are. It's okay. Keep doing the good work in Australia. You're living in the Middle East. Where the heck is she living? Hold on. She's living in, she wants to come back to America so she could start filming again. Muscat, Oman is where she is living. So things are going well. Why you gotta rock the boat? Don't rock the boat. Stay where you are. It'll be fine. And so that is my my first episode of my new segment, Brace Yourself, Current Events. And I think we can safely all agree that we're in trouble. We are in big trouble with the world. And, you know, I don't know how we're going to face it. I don't know how we're going to fix it. I know we're going to face it. We're just going to face it head on. I don't know how we're going to fix it. I'm certainly not claiming to have any answers on how to fix stuff, but maybe we could, you know, start with some small common sense things. I know common sense isn't the prevailing factor in our government sometimes, but maybe if we had a little common sense going on there, we wouldn't be in this mess. I can't help it. I know I keep going back to the gift cards. That really just, oh God, that aggravates me. I don't know why it aggravates me. I mean, I want people to have their, you know, due diligence. I want justice to be served the right way. I want people to get their day in court. And if they're guilty, then okay, punish them. And if they're not, then all right, let them go and on their way. But, you know, we're giving them gift cards if they come back to court? Really? That just seems, I don't know. That's the everybody gets a trophy thing. Are we going to start giving kids, you know, gift cards to go to school? No, it's the law. They have to go to school. It's mandatory. It's compulsory education. You have to go. I'm ranting now. I'm sorry. This gets me just, gets me so upset. And then and I'm hot in this brace. 3 more weeks. I'm not changing the name of the show. It's still going to be called Brace Yourself, though. Definitely still going to be Brace Yourself. So, so I'm heading off into the weekend. Going to celebrate some more of the holiday stuff with family I haven't seen yet tonight at my sister's. So I'm looking forward to that. Amy, I'm going to bring a lovely appetizer, or as my mother likes to call them, hors d'oeuvres. I'm going to bring a lovely appetizer, and we're going to go on into the week. I've cleaned the house again, just so you know. The kids left, so I cleaned again. Going to be a mess again later, but I just keep doing it. You like gift cards to go to school, huh, Tony Ann? I know, it's getting ridiculous. I mean, seriously, we wonder why we have a generation of young people who are feeling so entitled. Well, this is why. The rules don't apply. We live in the "it's not my fault" generation. Nobody takes responsibility for their actions anymore. Everybody's looking to blame everybody else. Nobody takes responsibility. Everybody's got to learn to own their stuff. You got to own your stuff, folks. You make a mistake, you say, "Screwed up, sorry," move on. All right? I'll say to a kid in school, you got to, "Why don't you pick that up for me? That's on the floor. Pick that up for me. Would you mind?" What am I going to get for it? What are you getting for it? It's your school. Clean your school. So everybody's always looking for what they're going to get out of something. Nobody ever just does anything to help someone else or to do the right thing or to just do good. So I think in 2020, we really have to look at what we're doing, the messages we're sending, and we need to start just doing good for good's sake. That's what we need to do. And we need to stop rewarding everybody for doing what they're supposed to be doing. Oh, sorry. This just went off the rails with the current events. See, this is why I don't talk about current events. It gets me insane. And then I get on a rant, and then I'm ranting. And I don't mean to rant, but it is what it is. So we're going to have a great weekend, everybody. I am so happy that you were able to join me today and spend a little time with me. It's always fun. I'm actively booking guests, which is exciting. We're going to be moving to a later time slot once work gets back in. So I'm going to be doing some open mics this week. One on Tuesday and one on Thursday with my daughter Bridget and my comedian friend Mandy Mealy. She's going to be doing one of the open mics. I believe one of them is in Copeg and the other one is, can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to post them. So if you're in the area and you want to come see the open mic, it's usually not a cover. You usually buy a drink. It's no big deal. And then again, January 11th, there are still tickets available for the Greenwich Village Comedy Club. My daughter and I will be performing there on January 11th. Looking forward to that. And like I said, she's going to be at Governor's Little Room on the 10th. So, and I told her today that she has to be a guest on Brace Yourself. And I told her it was not negotiable anymore. And that if she was not a guest, she was going to have to move out. So she thinks I'm joking, but I'm not. Either get on board with Mom's Hobbies and be a guest on my show, because she had us actually rolling off the couch last night with her stories from work, where she works as an occupational therapist. She has the funniest stories and she tells them and they're hilarious. So I told her it's a non-negotiable. If she wants to continue to live here, she's got to be on the show. So we'll see how that goes. And Deborah Jean, I am so looking forward to you being one of my guests. Deborah Jean Templin, she was Grace Farrell in the play Annie. We traveled around the country for a year and a half. She is a working actress in New York, all over. She's written shows, she's taught, she's done so many things, and she will definitely entertain you, to say the least. She's hilarious, and I am looking forward to her being here in January. And that's it. That's all I got today, folks. I know I kind of I went a little crazy today, and I'm sorry. But some of you were saying good message. So I guess you agree. And hopefully we can, with this broadcast and other things, we could try to get the word out and make the world a little bit of a better place. So I'm going to continue to work on my new segment, Brace Yourself. Might stay away from some topics that get me a little crazy, but we will continue on. And folks, have a great day. As I say to the students every morning when I make announcements, and this is something I got from one of my principals, Miss Phillips years ago. She used to make all of the announcements, and she would end it by saying, make it a good day or not, the choice is yours. So folks, make it a good day or not, the choice is yours. This is Roseanne signing off from Brace Yourself. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday.